welcome back to another. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of a different video here today. Another world video. As you can see, I'm running around showing you guys everything real quick. It's kind of running a dual editor right now. I'm flying around to the editor space, and then now I take over the usual space. Now, I've got the spells working, and as you can tell, the guys can move, but they don't look... the speed at which he is wiggling doesn't really match the speed at which he's walking, which is an easy enough fix. However, right now I am trying to troubleshoot why he's not attacking me, because I attacked him, he should be attacking me. And that's because I didn't give him any time to do his attacking. So, giving that a quick little test there. And this is a theme that we will end up revisiting later on in the video. And I'll show you a little bit about how I troubleshoot it and how things work. See, and that's a little foreshadowing for what happens later. So currently I've been working on different guys and their abilities, getting it so that they can attack and whatnot, and certain magics for the demo, as well as magic circles you can see there, and the sound effects for the explosions, and the fireballs rolling around and stuff like that as well. And I had to go through and draw all the textures and then retexture it because it didn't look quite right. I don't think I talk about it. Not talk about it. I'll show you any part of that later on. Yeah. Those fireballs are lots of fun. I basically, for the trial runs, I give myself basically infinite mana and health and stamina, all that jazz, so I don't have to worry about it as I'm playing, and play test those parts later. And had the sound effects on earlier because I was having a bit of troubles with OBS Studios and figuring it all out. But so far, so good. As far as the other guys go, so like the king over here and the snake, Throckneck. I thought that was a cutting name. And yeah, little bop on the head with the fireball. Yep, and he's able to throw his sword at you, and when you get closer, you can also get hit with his sword like usual, and knocking it out of the way with your own abilities, which I found to be really handy, really fun too. And then the other ability I'm using there is a heal spell that I worked on. And yep, going pretty good. I think I go fight the fireball guy over here. Getting all these fireballs working was a bit of a challenge, and I had to do it during the animation time to figure out when to throw them and all that. Yep. Definitely needs a bit of balancing later and play testing to get it to feel right, not just feel like they're either overpowered or underpowered, which I kind of feel like is the current state. And I also had a bit of a problem with picking up items, but I had fixed that, and they were picking up each other as they were spawning in instead of me picking them up, because they were interacting with each other, so they would pick each other up. So that was interesting. I think this is a bit of an editor bug you see here. I can't open it without it being paused for some reason, because I think it has to rescale it. And then equipping items give you different stats. You can see that for a second. Now this guy, he is not quite set up. He can come up to you, but he doesn't attack yet. So I'm setting that up. So basically this is just a quick little overview of getting everything so you can see how it all works and whatnot. And I'm going to do the jump spell so I can show off the other spells I have here on the ground a little more. So I set up a script so that way I could easily create these. And honestly, I think it would be pretty interesting to be able to have it so that players can make their own spells in-game, because I don't see that very often, if at all, in video games. And I'm starting to understand why. It is difficult to have all the use cases and all the different things to basically predict what people are going to do, and if not, it kind of just comes like a password key system, which I'm cool with too. And yep, showing off the cone here So it's got all of the spell images on the right side there, and then go into the space, and this is the ring for barriers, and then there's different numbers or images. All right, I think, yeah, check them out. See, there's what they look like, and we're gonna set this up to let's do 40 and see what happens, and try this out with a whole bunch of different spells. Each letter corresponds to the array for the spell images. So which one it is, it corresponds with that magic power. And depending on the sequence that's in there would change what kind of spell is being cast. I thought that was a unique take on creating spells, because what elements are in there would change what spells cast. If you saw with the fireball, there's the brown ones, which are the earth ones. The white ones are light, wind or green, and then black is darkness, and then water is sort of like rings of blue. And the lore behind that basically, and I'm going through here seeing how many image numbers it would take to fill up the entire circle without making it so they're like overlapping just a little bit, because I don't find that very aesthetically pleasing that they overlap just a little. And I'll just keep talking while I figure this out. So each different spell would correspond to an element. So for fireball, I had earth, and fire. And the create spell is in the middle, and then a propulsion spell on the outside to push the fire and the earth out. And have it so projectiles it. So yeah. So there's sort of a method to the madness here. And it looks like the correct number was in fact 18, if I remember right. Man. And not 17. So I made it bigger so I could sort of show them off a little more. There's water, darkness, fire is that one in there. I'm thinking of changing it a little more because fire right now is a little sparse than the other ones. You can't really tell that it's there. And yep, fire, earth, water. There's no. And air is the green one on the left. Yeah, little cheeky shot at the Demon King over there as he shoots back at me, and then I quickly exit. So that's what I've been working on as far as spells go. The known bugs I have right now is the equipment disappears when you load in, which is a saving and loading bug. And then, well, it doesn't disappear. It's still in your equipment slots. You just have to like wiggle them to get them back to load back in. Anyway, so the bug I'm trying to fix here is Throckneck is trying to attack you, but then when he goes to attack you, he spins. And so I took this little bit of script, was having part of the issues there, and so what I decided to do is you can die, which is an inaugural part of the game. And so a script that makes it so he looks at you, and because he's looking at you, it's something to do with the spider guy, makes it so that he spins around instead of actually attacking you, which is happening earlier. And this is a brief demo of the dialogue system, and there's a bit of a bug with it as well. When you try to exit it or leave it, it doesn't work currently, which is a problem, and I'll have to figure out how to get that working, which shouldn't be too hard. It's as simple as closing it out and then putting it in more, putting all of the actions back in so you can do stuff. And yeah, that's a bit of where the state of the game is right now. I'll hope to catch you guys on the next time. Have a good one. Bye now.